All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My hair is so crazy today. Welcome into Morning Flow. I'm your host, Dr. Steele. All right, cool. So, we're going to get started. 15 minutes of movement, 15 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes, hello, welcome in, 15 minutes of journaling, and then intentionally setting our day. So it's about an hour just to kind of reset. So here we go. Big inhale, shoulders up, exhale down. Big inhale, shoulders up, exhale down. Big inhale, shoulders up. Exhale down 2 more times. Big inhale, shoulders up. 1 more time. Very good. Big inhale. 1 more time. Very good. All right. Moving in out a little bit. We've been asleep and, not unable to move. Go ahead. Arm up, right side. We're moving in all kinds of weird directions. Big inhale up. Very good. And really move with intention. Big inhale, other side. So when you open up, really open up that shoulder with a lot of intention. That's why I use a counterpoint with my hand just to make sure I open up. 1 more time. Big inhale up. Just to give that little bit of counter stretch. Very good. Nice. Other side. Big inhale. Nice counter stretch. Very good. Big inhale. Nice counter stretch. And exhale down. 1 more time. Big inhale. Reach. Open up that shoulder. Counter stretch. And relax. Very good. Now we're going to do both sides. Big inhale up. Open. So really open that shoulder girdle. And then come down, cactus arms. Big inhale, both sides. Really open up that shoulder girdle and come down, cactus arms. Really intentional. And then a nice little squeeze at the bottom. Big inhale up. With intention, opening up, cactus arms. Pinching all the way down, so engaging those lats. Very good. And release. When we really hold movements and we really work into movements, we get all the magic out of them. So it's not just about kind of mindlessly going through the movements, but really very intentionally moving your body. So, all right. So now let's move into our abdomen. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to imagine that we're zipping our abdomen up. So we're going to start at the very, very bottom of our seat and we're going to zip all the way up. And as we zip, we're going to contract our abs. When you get to your belly button, you're going to button your belly button to your spine. You're going to imagine that there's a rubber band wrapped around your midsection, squeezing you in, right? And then you're going to hold it in. You're going to pull it in even more and pull it in even more and pull it even more. And now you're going to hold your abdomen for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and release. All right, we're going to do that 4 more times. So imagine we're just going to zip up. And as we zip, we're going to contract. Button that belly button to the spine. Cinch around, wrapping that rubber band. Pulling you in, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and release 3 more times. You can do it. I believe in you. Go ahead and zip all the way up from the bottom, buttoning that belly button to the spine. Imagine there's a rubber band wrapped around. Pull in, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Relax. All right, go ahead and zip it up one more time. Go ahead and zip from the bottom. Button that belly button to the spine, imagining that rubber band pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you in, and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Relax. One more just for fun, and I think I left one out, so sorry about that. Go ahead and zip up. One more time, buttoning that belly button to the spine, imagining a rubber band pulling you in, pulling you in, pulling you even tighter, and holding for, I promise, the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now we're really gonna release and let go. Go ahead and bring your right knee to your chest. Just a nice, gentle, relaxing pull. And again. Very good. And just nice little gentle pulls. Very good. Couple more there. All right. And one last time on the. Very good. And other side. Just a gentle pull just to really wake that hip up, wake that leg up, just to let it know what's going on. Very good. All right. Hello. Thank you for liking. Hello, Maga Maga. Nice circles with the hips. Nice circles with the hips. Nice circles with the hips. Thank you for liking the live. I'm doing very well, thank you. I don't have my glasses on, so I can hardly see anything. Nice circles. All right, very good. So we did that. Now we're going to transition into a standing posture, and then we're going to do a little bit of ab work. We're going to work on our hamstrings just a little bit. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to really focus on our transition here, putting our feet nice and flat. We're going to focus on the balls of our feet, contracting our quads, contracting our hamstrings, contracting our glutes, and then lastly, of course, our abs as we are transitioning from seating to standing. So we're going to do this gracefully and mindfully, and we're going to do it intentionally. So, all right, go ahead and we're going to contract. Go ahead and contract your glutes, contract your hamstrings, right? Contract those quads, and then go ahead and stand up again with intention. With intention. We're not just standing up out of nowhere. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're just going to do a crunch, right? So 1, 2, 3. So balancing on that left leg. 4 and 5. All right, switching sides. We're going to balance in on this right leg this time, and then left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. All right, so we got that there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn, I'm going to turn to the side anyway. We're going to work on our hamstrings here. All right, so I like to kind of do an intentional stop in the middle of my hamstrings to really hold. So nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward, right? So the tendency is to fan our pelvis out. We're going to try to tuck it in, and we're going to hinge forward. And then we're going to hold this here for the hinge. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll drop down all the way to our hamstring stretch. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. My hamstrings are always so tight. walking up all of these hills. Now I'm going to roll vertebra by vertebra all the way up. Very good. Now we're going to flip to the other side. Big inhale up. And then we're going to tuck our pelvis in, hinge forward about halfway through, and we're going to hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and roll all the way down, just allowing your hamstrings to relax all the way. Very good. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then you're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra, hopefully nice and tall. Big inhale at the top, and then back to center. Very good. Yay! Look at us. Our morning flow is complete, at least the movement portion of it. It's just a nice little simple way to get us moving. We did not do our feet, so I'm just going to do a little bit of tiny circles. Circle, circle, circle. Circle, circle, circle. What reminded me is when I lifted my heels up and they all crackled, right? So our bodies are going to give us clues, right? And our bodies give us clues all the time. But unfortunately, we don't always listen to our body's clues. Unfortunately, we often ignore them. And so hopefully with this morning flow, it really brings you back into connection with your body, so you really think about your body and are more intentional with your body today. So hopefully we can create a little bit of that. All right, so we're doing a prosperity meditation. And so we're probably about halfway through it for the month. However, we'll just keep it rolling, right? And so how we do, this is actually a Kundalini meditation. It's a HAR meditation. We can practice it for as little as 3 minutes or as long as 11 minutes in the day. We're going to do it for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to tune us in. So in Kundalini, we do a tune in, really to tune us in to higher self. If you don't know the tune in, I'll tune us in for us. And then right after that, we'll move into the meditation. So the meditation, the eye position, eyes are going to be closed, but a little bit of slit and looking at the tip of your nose. The mudra is this hand position here, so it's going to go back and forth. And then that mantra is har, 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 har. So this is coming from my abdomen and the back of my throat, and I'm striking this at the same time. Har, 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 har. And that looks like that, right? So I will keep the time. Remember, I'm going to tune in, and then we'll practice that for about 5 minutes, and then we'll hold it for a sustained breath at the end, and then release it with control. So here we go. Let's make it happen. Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Gudename Jugu Dad Gudename Sad Gudename Sid Gude Vedame. Ad Gudename Jugad Gudename Sad Gudename Sid Gude Vedame. Ad Gudename Jugad Gudename Sad Gudename Sid Gude Vedame. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale to begin, and I'll keep the time. Heart, 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 hurt, 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 hurt. Doing very good. About a minute has gone by so far, right? And so sometimes you can feel like you don't have enough air or you can't do it, and that's all just the mind and negativity and really just the lies that we tell ourselves. And this is why we really want to be conscientious of our mental diet during the day, not just our physical one, but our mental one as well. So as our mind wanders, we're just going to allow it and observe it, not trying to change it or fix it. So we'll continue in for about another 3 minutes or so. Hurt, 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 hurt. Very good. Keep going. About a little over halfway there. So a lot of the Kundalini energy should be moving into your head, as well as a lot more oxygen. So keep it up, keep it up. You're almost there, halfway there. Good job. Hurt, 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 hurt. Keep going. You have about a minute left. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You can do just about anything for about a minute. Continue in. I'll join in. Last 45. Hurt, hurt, har, 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 har. Inhale. Hold at the top. Root lock. Go ahead and grab your anus, your sex organs, your abdomen, belly button to the spine. Hold in. Contract, 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 contract. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. Slow and intentional release of your breath. Slow and intentional release of your breath. You're training your mind to control your breath. So with a lot of control, release the last little bit of air out. Welcome back from our little prosperous and hopefully big journey that we have here. All right, so now we're going to move into the journaling portion. And so with our journal, we're going to be connected and intentional with 3 of our words for the day. I'm going to grab my journal, right? And here we go. We just take a few moments. We're going to choose 3 words that we're going to live into intentionally today, right? Big inhale. Wow. Immediately, wealth, abundance, prosperity. All 3. Wealth, abundance, prosperity. Wow. Well, blessed high rising, wealth, abundance, prosperity. I love the sound of all of that. So now with our journaling, right, we've been working with kind of this prompt of who am I. So the purpose of connecting with these words is really to connect with, again, who am I? Who am I going to choose to be today intentionally, right? So intentionally, I'm going to choose to be wealthy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that experience of being wealthy, right? So the experience of being wealthy, right? Ashe, it's raining now, is, and I have a tin roof, so bear with me. It may sound, rain like. It'll be relaxing. So wealth, right, is this expression, it's this freedom, it's this expansion, right? It's this security, it's stability, right? It's abundant. It's a vibe, right? It's an energy, it's a flow, it's a faith, it's a union with God, with your heart's desire, right? Wealth is what you make it and what you live into. It's this expression of you authentically. A lot of time people think that God's work here on the planet is done. It's not. It's actually through you, because of you, with you, right? So that's that wealth. It's bringing to light what God has for you, what God has for me, and it's this exchange of creative ideas and abundance, right? So as we kind of live into that experience, right, of that sharing and giving and gratitude, right, it really starts to take a life of its own, right? So now our second word, and you can use mine or you can use your own, right, is abundance, right? Still in that same vein, right? But this one, right, I really feel that abundance coming out. So abundance, more spiritual, wisdom, more connection, more intuition, more stillness, more poise, more grace, right? More expansion, more abundance, replication, right? I see the same thing over and over and over again, just replicating, 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 on and on and on. Infinite, this infinite, abundant universe that we're living in. Yeah, and lots of affirmations like everything I touch turns to gold, right? Everything I touch multiplies, right? Building abundance is so fun and easy. Creating is so fun and easy. You know, so you really get to kind of live in that expression, and you really get to experience it, right, if you allow yourself. So we'll continue to kind of journal on that, right? So now we're moving into our last word, or at least my last word was prosperity, right? So, all right, who am I? Prosperity, right? So immediately with prosperity I get generosity, right? I get the ability to share my soul, the ability to, wow, be vulnerable. That's amazing, right? Authentic, free, free to express, free to live, free to be honored, free to be myself. Yeah, there's a sense of home, there's a sense of peace. I get paid to be who I am, you know? Yeah. Who I bring into the world, the accumulation of the work that I've done, the wisdom that I've gained, and the legacy that I will leave behind. For all future generations to really value and appreciate holistic medicine for its true roots, really, its ability. So that's prosperity, right? It's giving back for me. So that's who I am today, prosperous, abundant, right? Wealthy, I think, was our first word, right? So who am I, right? We go into this expression and we can play with these words, right? And so I've been doing this for a while, right? Playing with these words and feeling into the energy of words and feeling into what these energies of words mean to me, so that I use them effectively and powerfully to create my world, right? And I get to create my world every single day, just like you. And so Morning Flow is really a way for me to teach you how to create your day every single day. So every single day you get a new flow, a new energy, a new vibe. And some days, some days the flow is not to share, which is cool, right? So if that's the case, right, I have lots of replays of these. So I will make a little handy playlist. Also, with my intro to holistic medicine course, I've recorded out all of the education for this week, so I will post that. Our live classes will still go on tomorrow, Wednesday, and Saturday as well. So look out for that. I'll be sending out some emails today about that. So, all right, our last vantage point, our last section of the day of planning our day is actually that, planning our day. So if you have anything like thoughts, like I had some thoughts in my brain that I needed to get out, so get those out, write them down, because we don't want to have them kind of rolling around to create stress and tension on our bodies. We need to get them out. Expression, communication. We don't want to suppress our voice and our truth. We want to speak authentically and powerfully, right, from our solar plexus, right, and our second chakra, where we create from. Okay, so here we go. We are going to make a list of all the things that we need to do. So whether that's today or any day, if you have a running list, great. If you don't, go ahead and just data dump all the things. The rain again, right? Our seasons are changing here. We're going from our rainy season, and now we're moving into our dry season. So we're in our seasons, which will be beautiful. Lots of lush greenery will come as a response. So see, we're already abundant. All right, so after you have wrote out your tasks, what you're going to do is you're going to put them in buckets: your health bucket, your family bucket, your work bucket, your creative flow bucket, whatever buckets you got going on. You know your buckets, right? And it's just a way to organize things, right? When I had a crazy brick and mortar practice that was always like just insanely busy, I always had buckets, and so each day would have a different bucket, and I would tackle those things each day, and it became really efficient and easy to get things done, lots of things done in a short period of time. So it's really just about working with the mind and working with, your flow, right? However your flow is for the day. So, all right, here we go. So you got your bucket. So the first thing I want you to do, though, is I want you to prioritize your food. So put your food in there, whether you have to plan your meals, whether you have to prep your meals, whether you have to eat your meals. You should be eating your meals every day, so that is a given. You need to put those meals in there, plus your breaks, right? So you need to put in meals, breaks, right? Because we're not going to be, work will always be there. It will always be there. There will always be something to do, rest assured, right? But we're not going to stress and we're not going to overcommit ourselves, right? We're human beings, right? We're not machines. We're not AI. We're not, all these other things. Hello, roller girl. I didn't see you. I don't have my glasses on today. So they're running around here somewhere. I take them off and throw them down, whatever. And hello, Sashon. Go Birds. Welcome in. All right, cool. So we put our food in there. We put ourselves in there. We put our world in there, right? And so now, usually there's like a family priority or a work priority. So then we put those in there too. We organize all of that into our schedule. And we're not going to like hyper schedule. We're not going to like schedule everything back to back. We're going to give it some space. We're going to give it some flow. We're going to get, maybe 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 things done for the day, but we're not going to stress ourselves out. We're not going to be a machine, even if we can, right? We can leave a little bit in the gas tank. Like, we don't have to, drive ourselves over the cliff or an E. Thank you for the heart me and joining our team. So yes, we can definitely leave room and leave space, because that's abundance, right? That's wealth. That's prosperity, right? It's leaving room. It's not living in scarcity or fear or lack or, oh my gosh, I don't have time for this and I don't have that for this. It's instead of those conversations, because those conversations can be had and will be had at times, right? In your mind, right? You stop that conversation when it comes. You go, okay, I remember when, right? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for being my number one. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I stream actually on multiple platforms. So, yeah, a lot of people that follow me. So, I always like to say it's a team because we do work together in some ways, because we're working together to create this space and create this energy together. So, thank you for creating this space with me. So there we are, right? So remember, we have expansion, we have freedom, right? We have wealth, we have abundance, and so we want to create that with our space. So immediately I go, okay, right? From that place, right? I don't have all that fear, anxiety, pressure to perform, right? I can just be, right? Now, I know many people would say, but that's easy for you to say, right? However, you've been doing this for how long? However, I've got this person and that person and that person. Remember, everyone is you pushed out, right? So whatever you're perceiving from that person is just a mirror right back to you, right? And so that can be hard to hear and that can create all kinds of dissonance, right? But if we start to reflect on, what do I need from this person for this to be okay? For this to be okay with me, what would I need from them? What am I so badly wanting from them? Is it acknowledgement? Is it respect? Is it support? What is it? What is it? Because anything that it is, right, I can give to myself, right? So if it's support I need, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to say, all right, I give myself permission to be supported and it's okay. And I give myself permission to feel supported and it's okay. And I give myself permission to be supported, and it's okay. And I'm supported. I'm supported. I'm supported. I'm supportive. And even still, right, even in the beginning, if it doesn't even feel connected, right, as you continue to speak this truth to yourself, right, you continue to encourage yourself and encourage your mind, just like a child. You're like, it's okay. I know you didn't get this in the past. I know this was difficult for you. I understand. I hear you. But here, I'm here now, and I'm giving this to you now. So here's the support, here's the acknowledgement, here's the unity, here's the respect, here's the whatever you want, the love, the money, the house, the whatever. It doesn't matter if it's material or unmaterial, right? It's just an expression of you, right? That's all. So, there we go. We're creating our day, we're creating our world. And so I love to create my world. I've done it really my whole life, leaving my home, at 16 years old and going on this mission to learn, how to heal and how to heal people and how to heal people naturally, right? Because I just didn't want to take a whole bunch of synthetic drugs, I saw how it damaged people. I saw how it harmed people. And I didn't want to be a doctor that harmed people. I wanted to be a doctor that taught people. So, and now looking back, it's kind of wild, really. It's kind of wild. Holy cow. Like, who was that girl? Like, just yesterday. But it really begins with each and every day you creating yourself, right? And, for me, this has been something that has been really pivotal for me to keep my focus and my intention. And this is probably one of the reasons why I've accomplished so much so young, is really bringing myself back to self, right? And this may sound harsh. Trust no one, expect nothing. And when you do that, when you trust no one and you expect nothing, right, you detach from needing the world, right? The world to do things for you, right? Because at the end of the day, I can tell you from my own experience, the world's not going to understand you, especially if you're new, especially if you're different, especially if you're unique and you've got a different message and a different energy. Hey, Anna, our favorite advisor. A different vibe. The world's not going to get you. You got to get the world, right? Meaning you got to tell the world who the F you are, right? And the world doesn't have to believe you. And you don't really care because at the end of the day, you're a part of the world. And so I always like to say that, with any people that don't get me, when my face is plastered on buses and, on all these, big billboards and things like that, I will just be forced to these messages and these truths that just piss people off so much that I speak, just really gets in, it's going to permeate and penetrate, beyond our wildest imagination. So we can all create the world that we want. It's just really being conscious and present, right? And not allowing people, places, situations, circumstances, and events outside of ourselves to dictate our world within ourselves, right? People are going to think you're crazy, right? They just do. It just is. People fear what they don't understand, right? And all of that is all good, right? But if you know you and you're good with you, all is well. So thank you guys so much for joining me for yet again another beautiful morning flow. We're going to end out today our morning flow. Let's just give a nice big inhale, exhale, and let's just come back to center and come back to self. So here we go. Big inhale and exhale. Remember, everything that we seek outside of ourselves, from people, places, situations, circumstances, and events, those are all our desires out there, right? The things we desire. But what if we didn't have to wait? What if we could have all our desires right now? What if we could choose that? So for this last couple minutes, why don't you just go ahead and choose that? Go ahead and choose all your heart's desire, everything. I mean everything. Just be big again. And then as you sit with that, allow yourself to have accomplished it. It's already done. It's already healed. It's already accomplished now. Thank you, God, for coming to our aid and helping us attain the full measure of our creation. Praise God, for whom all blessings flow. Aho. Ashe. Big inhale. And exhale. Gratitude for life. Gratitude for you all. Amazing morning flow. Thank you all for stopping by. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I may go live later today about Intro to Holistic Medicine, just to kind of give you guys, a little overview. Especially because I'm going to drop everything. Everything's in the course shell now, but I'll drop discussion topics and all that fun stuff in there. So, all right, have an amazing day. I hope that you guys go with ease, grace. Today it's